We've got another idea for an awesome day trip in Nice for you today. And it's actually gonna be a first for us. We're taking you on a boat trip to the Bay of Villefranche. Plus, you'll get some great tips for dining and drinking at some of the coolest spots around the port of Nice. Ship ahoy! Here's our exact plan for today. Park the car, get lunch, take a little ferry across the port, board a rental boat for a sea trip, take the ferry back, and finish the day with a delightful aperitif. Before we hop on our boat, in just a little bit we need to grab some lunch. We're heading to Nice's Yacht Club on the east side of the port, right next to a small beach and the famous restaurant Le Plongeoir. Our restaurant for today is located on the upper level of the Yacht Club in its fortress-like building. It's open to everyone, even though the club itself is private. Since we made an early reservation, we've got a table on the terrace with a lovely view. Prices at this restaurant are really reasonable, similar to other places we've shown you with great food and beautiful settings. Unlike many other restaurants, there's no special lunch deal. The menu is the same for both lunch and dinner.
Normally we would go for a glass of rosé, but today we have a boat to drive, so we better stick for some non-alcoholic drinks.
A fresh mango smoothie for Anya and plain old water for me. To eat, Anya chooses the tuna tataki, while I go for the grilled salmon. And while we're waiting for our food, there's plenty to see, including the giant Corsica ferry that shows up once a day or so. Soon, as is customary for lunch in France, our meals are served, and we're ready to dig in. And we're not disappointed. The Yacht Club was founded in 1883, by the way, though not right at this spot. If you'd like to see pictures from those old times, check out the club's website. The coast looked nothing like it does today back then. And you know what? We could have spent the entire afternoon on this shady terrace above the sea. But it's time to move on. The highlight of our day is still ahead. Yet when we get back tonight, we'll take you over there. Now we have to walk back to the main port area, past the huge ferry, now safely moored, to pick up our rental boat on the opposite side of the port. Let's go take the shuttle boat, Le Passagin, that we've told you about before in another video, but now we're finally gonna take it. And we're in luck. The little boat is already there with the captain waiting.
Bienvenue à bord.
Merci.
Just a handful of people are allowed to board the small ferry, which is an actual pointu, one of the historical fishing boats used all along the French Riviera in days gone by. Today, they're mostly cherished souvenirs of times past. Crossing the harbor is free and takes mere minutes, but as always, being on the water offers such a great change of perspective. And finally, right while we hopped off the shuttle boat, we're going to rent our boat for the afternoon with a company called Rent My Boat. They've been around for 8 summers and currently offer a fleet of 23 boats, small ones and bigger ones. But first, the official stuff. We had made a reservation for a small motorboat in advance, well, just the day before actually, but there's some more paperwork to get out of the way first, including a €500 security deposit by a credit card. After that, we're told exactly where we're allowed to take the boat and where to moor, only within the green square right there in the Bay of Villefranche. We're also given some safety rules, like turning off the engine when someone swims next to our boat. All of this is new to us because we've never steered a motorboat in the Mediterranean before, and we don't have a boating license. Which is the coolest thing ever. Anybody aged 18 or above can rent the small type of boat we're getting. So now that we've passed the theory, we head to the landing stage to learn how to maneuver the vessel. It's super simple. You turn the key like you would to start a car with a gear in neutral. To start moving forward, you press a button on the throttle and push it upwards. The further you push, the faster you'll go. Easy. So, this is Brigitte, our vessel for the next 3 hours. We can't wait to get out of the port and head into the open sea. At a very slow speed, we leave our berth in the harbor, pass by the yacht club where we just had lunch, and face the real world out there. I soon get the hang of how the boat reacts, when to start steering so Brigitte turns just right, not too much or too little. And of course, Anya gets her turn as well. We're heading east, staying near but never too close to the coast, enjoying the breeze, the views, and the sun. Soon, the Bay of Villefranche comes into view, with a gigantic ship moored there, and the peninsula of Cap Ferrat to the right of the ship. So we're heading into the bay, passing the cruise ship, with the town of Villefranche-sur-Mer to our left. We steer to the opposite side, past Plage de Passable, towards the spot where we're allowed to drop anchor. It probably took us about 30 minutes to get here from the port. We find a spot, feeling a bit inexperienced to get too close to the other boats in case ours doesn't stop quickly enough, and here we'll stay for a bit. So we've been living here, Anya and myself, for over 20 years. And we've never done this before. We just didn't know that you could rent a boat without having the license. We only found out recently. So if we can do it, you can too. The rental fee for our boat, Brigitte, is 170 euros for 3 hours. And you can bring up to 5 people aboard. Did we mention it's July on the French Riviera? That means it's hot. Thankfully, there's a canopy we can unfold and the sea below for a refreshing dip. After an hour of swimming and chilling on the boat, we decide it's time to head back. So, same procedure as before. We take turns steering the boat because we both really enjoy the sensation. The light in the late afternoon is becoming more and more beautiful. We're leaving the port to our right for now to catch a quick glimpse of the famous Promenade des Anglais from the sea. Ahead of us now is Castle Hill, and to its left you see Nice's old town and the promenade that stretches all the way from here to the airport. For us, unfortunately, it's time to return to the port. Anya has navigated us back like a pro, and we have to say we had the greatest time. Since we promised you an aperitif and feeling quite grilled after a day out in the sun, we wrap up the formalities quickly and rush back across the port, just like before taking the shuttle boat.
So now we are on our way to Le Plongeoir. We want to go on the terrace and have a really nice cold drink.
Do you remember this beach from earlier? That means we're almost there. This is where we're headed. It's 6:30, and while the restaurant upstairs is just starting to fill up, the bar where we're aiming for is already pretty crowded. We find a cool spot on the bridge, and most importantly, grab a refreshing drink each. So cheers to yet another fantastic day trip that you guys can easily replicate. Everything you need to know is pinned down in the description below this video. For us, it's time to head home. If you enjoyed our trip, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We share all about the fun activities in and around Nice.